it's just for them to promote the Algeri fight. It's like a pre-fight hype, so that everybody gets excited about the fight. The real deal is supposed to be Mayweather and Pacquiao, but the real deal has not and will not happen until Pacquiao defeats Algeri and Mayweather does a double on Maidana.
Okay, when we talk Mayweather, we talk money. We talk money. You saw the last time, but okay, this is it. In the past few weeks, 50 Cent
have it, flaunt it.
No, 50 Cent came to say, look, Mayweather, you can't read. I mean, that Mayweather cannot read.
This is literacy.
And Mayweather answered him and said, I don't need to read. I earn 72 million. This is 40 million, and these are his girls. These are his girls counting money. When we are bored, I just ask my girls to count the money.
Talking about the Benjamins, talking about the Shedders.
Yeah.
We are talking about financial literacy. Money Mayweather has shown the world how to bring excitement into a sport. He's shown the world how to promote a sport, being his own promoter.
Look at this collection of vintage wristwatches.
Of recent, he actually brought Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
The billion-dollar man to come into his camp. You know what that tells you? We're talking now about investments. When you bring success into your own camp, when you bring accomplished people into your own camp to come see what you are doing, then it says a lot to the outside world that, look, forget whatever you do see about the excitement in the ring.
Those are Benjamins, the way he called it. Those are Benjamins that they are counting there. And for those of us who believe that everything starts in Nigeria, we believe every sport starts and ends with football. We are showing you this because you find out that, yes, he's one of the richest man. He fought for 12 rounds of 3 minutes, about 36 minutes. And then just add the extra, let us add the extra 12 minutes to that of when the rest 1 minute and come back to fight for 3. So in the world, about 48, 50 minutes, and the guy went on with $72 million. I mean, you can do it. You might not earn that much, but we'll realize that, yes, we have a lot of these potential boxers in Nigeria. We're a boxing nation. The Federal Road Safety, the road, what do you call them? These guys that have the road something association. All these boys assist in the park and other things. The road.
Can I remember now?
I don't know. I don't mind Jimmy. Jimmy is not helping me out when I'm stuck. So and also. The NUTW. NRUTW people. I know they have all these boxing, road transport workers, they have all these camps, and then all you need is a good manager, good promoters, and then you can see the defensive, the sheer art of boxing. We have great boxers. I don't want to start mentioning names now because when you go back to the Equilibriums, when you go back, the Ante brothers, Davidson, and Kazim Ama. You see boxers who have all been there. So at that point in time, it was a clear. Maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks also, we shall talk about Dele Jonathan. For those of you who remember Dele Jonathan, Lennox Blackmore, a lot of the David Poison Kote. That is the golden era of Nigerian boxing. We learned now that Dele is down. He won the Commonwealth Championship then. A lot of them won that particular championship. The delay was, I think, when he fought James Watt. That should be in 1975, 76 or so, if I can remember very well. And right now, the man is down. We also need the rehabilitation. We also need to say, yes, they've given enough joy. We'll talk to them. But we're only saying here that boxing and other sports, we shall also look at the next sport that we're going to, can take us there. We don't have to kill ourselves because of football. Of course, it gives us joy, but individual sports, is what also entails basketball. We saw Akim Olajuwon being the MVP for 2 years in America. I want to tell you about what the guy has achieved. He was playing ping pong, table tennis before. Of course, Igali, the man who has transformed our wrestling, represent Nigeria, represented Canada, won the gold, and came back. So he keeps on mentioning them here. I think Jimmy's of help now. Jimmy's of good help now. And we are going to open the lines. We are going to open the lines because we are going into tennis. And we are going to tennis because we are starting from female tennis. And it is going to be between Caroline Wozniacki taking on the 5-time U.S. Open winner, our own, yes, I'm sorry if I use that word, Serena Williams. Today I'm going to go in competitive match this evening. But before, let us see what Wozniacki trying to do a Serena. Let us know she can do a Serena while we're looking into this. They are actually their best of friends. Yes, they are okay. There is this facing Sharapova. That is Wozniacki. Jimmy, you can take us along this.
Yes, I mean, this is the kind of excitement. This is the kind of excitement that you actually want to see when you watch matches. The exhibition.
This is original Serena.
The original Serena.
Okay, this is
and the things.
She's trying to do a Serena.
She's trying to do a Serena. With all the endowments, all the whatnot.
She's trying to do a Serena.
I think this is actually good for the sport.
Yes.
These are the things that would remind us of the fact that we need to go back to grassroots development. What exactly is happening to tennis in Nigeria? We need to talk about it, regardless of how much we talk about how tennis has evolved in other climes. You look at this. This is the kind of excitement that we actually do. You understand?
And without hard feelings.
Yep.
Because I know a lot of us are so uptight that, when somebody comes to mimic you or do you and then you say, oh, man, why is he insulting me? Is it racism or is it over? Look at the figure one Wozniacki trying to turn into a figure 18. I don't know what this means.
This is just really so funny. Going to the match that we'll be expecting, Caroline Wozniacki.
That is a Sharapova. Sharapova is the highest earning female athlete in the world.
She's the most marketable brand.
She's earning that money herself when you join her with Lina because of the Chinese market.
Influence,
that she has gotten.
Yep.
So please, you can play tennis and make money. We are doing this to inspire. Today we are just doing all that to say, yes, get the heap of what happened in Calabar. Get Calabar off your mind. Don't get uptight over Calabar. You could play tennis, you could do boxing, you could do swimming, you could gym, you could do all these things and make a lot of money. Go and Google the top earners in sports, and I bet you just few of them are there are playing football. You are going to see a lot of basketballers. You see a lot of tennis players, motorsport. We showed you Hamilton, Rosberg, earning 60 million.
Yep.
I will just show you a check for 36 minutes of festive action.
36 minutes.
36 minutes.
And the guy, 1 hour.
And the guy earned 72 million, which means an average of $2 million per minute. $2 million, not naira. At 160, that is 360 million per minute. 360 million naira per minute.
For dodging blues.
Who want to go to NFP? Who want to go to NFP? When you can make that money. We are opening the lines now. Please join us while we look at sports around the world today.
Yep.
So do you see Wozniacki upsetting Serena, or you see Serena winning her 6th U.S. Open?
I think it would be very, very hard a call to say that Caroline Wozniacki would defeat Serena Williams. But if you consider the fact that the two of them actually acknowledge the fact that they know their games. I mean, Serena knows that Caroline Wozniacki is always a very good player defensively. But one thing you have to give to Caroline is that of recent, she's proven that she could come more aggressive, which is exactly what she had lacked. Before, she lacked that mental fortitude. She really did not know how to play against Serena. But now you ask yourself, especially with the breakup with Rory.
Yes.
She's come so good. I mean, now you don't expect someone that had been world number 1 in 2010, world number 1 in 2011. Now she's come so good that she's playing so well, and she's done fantastic on hard court, playing against Serena. Although you ask yourself, Serena had not been doing so well. I mean, throughout this season, she had not done well at all. She had not won a Grand Slam. She had not even got into semi-finals, got into finals. But all of a sudden, she's now in the final with her best friend. You ask yourself, Caroline Wozniacki, will she bring that luck? Because at the point that Rory actually broke up with Caro.
He had an upsurge.
He had an upsurge in his career. Now Sissy Caro, that I used to call her, is now doing so well. You ask yourself, if she wins this Grand Slam, that makes her very accomplished, because she feels accomplished, she feels validated that as a number 1, previous number 1 player in the world, that she's actually a fantastic player. But a lot of people will ask you, say, oh, she's 11th seed. She had never won a Grand Slam. But then she will say she's a top player. But
she has been world number 1.
She ended world number 1 in 2010. 2011, she was world number 1 without winning a slam.
That is true. Let us not look at Peng. That's Peng. That's the Chinese lady. I tell you, she withdrew from the semi-final. All right, let's take our first caller. Hello.
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 Good afternoon.
we have a call on the line.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm calling from Abuja.